Good morning, everyone. This is Eileen Williams. Thanks for joining me this morning. I'm so excited for this webinar that we are having, and specifically very excited about the person that is going to be presenting this morning. Buz Kroner, if you don't know him, he and his wife Maureen are two of my favorite people in the world, and especially in the world of new skin. They've been team elites for now 22 years, multi-million dollar earners, extraordinary leaders, really fun to hang out with on the team elite trips. And just incredible leaders. And anyway, Buz has his business background is extremely impressive. I'm going to have him tell a little bit of his background to just set the stage. But I respect Buz so much, his opinion, because of his background, and just he's just a level-headed thinker, and very practical, and he's got great information today to share with everyone, particularly on launching the product that, in my opinion, is the best product Nu Skin has ever launched in the entire time I've been in the business, which is now 25 years. I've never seen a product so extraordinary as this. I've never seen a product in demand as this. Literally everyone I know wants this product. And it's an opportunity for each and every one of us to position ourselves for this next year to have the best year we've ever had. And with that, I'm going to turn this over to Buz Kroner, Team Elite, to talk about marketing youth and positioning yourself for an extraordinary 2016. So with that, let me see if I can unmute you. Buz, hold on just one second. Here we go. Buz Kroner.
Hey, Eileen, thank you so much for inviting me on the call. And our feelings about you and Ted are the same. Eileen and I go back from for over a quarter of a century, and I just remember her like it was yesterday. All the times we would meet, and we've become really good friends on the trips, and just it's been a wonderful relationship. And you're right, Eileen. This product, as we were just talking earlier this morning, is that we've seen so many product launches, but you've got to pay real close attention when a product is launched that is so unique and so different. And I have coached my group on this whole youth deal. Is that as much as I believe in all the other products, this one here makes the most sense to me because it's a total unisex product. As much as we built and exploded with the galvanic spa and now the facial spa, whether we like to admit it or not, all people should be using it, but it was so much easier to introduce the product to women than it was men. It was a much harder sale, and where this product, it's totally 100% unisex. There isn't a man alive or a woman alive who doesn't want to live longer and to preserve their youth and to just be able to enjoy life. And so when this was coming on, and of course I learned more and more about the product from Joe Chang and the company, I just said, okay, we have got to figure this thing out. And our group, we knocked it out of the park for the youth launch on November the 12th. All of our people got all the product. We were so ready for this. But then what happened, people started getting the product, and I saw that there were some issues that we needed to address. One, we had to kill the product claims. And in fact, Eileen and Ted and I talked about this at the convention. Some of the product claims were getting out of hand, and we were going to kill the goose that was laying the golden egg. So we had to work on that. And the other thing is that once people got the product, it was like the honeymoon was over, and we said, okay, we've got to figure this out as a group. And we started doing calls 3 days a week, and I want to make sure that these ideas were collective ideas. I'm not some brilliant guy. What I learned over the years is surround yourself with good people and then listen, and you can really grow a whole lot faster than trying to come up with all your own ideas. So what we wanted to do was come up with a strategy, and this is, as I mentioned on the Friday's call, there are always always 3 steps of every product launch. There's the pre-launch. You don't have anything to sell. You're just selling a story. And that's fun. It's easy because you're just selling. You don't have to collect any money. You don't have to move any product. You're just selling. It's coming. It's coming. That's critical. It's important. There's not a business in the world that doesn't do that. The second is the actual launch. Okay, the product is launched like we had on November the 12th and the 18th, and that creates a lot of new excitement also. And that's still relatively easy. But the work comes in the post-launch, and that is after you've had the product, the honeymoon is over, and now you have to build the business around that product. So we wanted to make sure that we were addressing all three of those issues: the pre, the launch, and the post-launch. And what we wanted to do, because people were all at all different stages, as you know, is that some of those people got products, some didn't. There's still people waiting on product, and then there's people that will get more product in January, and then ultimately March it becomes part of the ADR. So anyway, with that, let's talk about and you should have on your screen. I'm just going to go through the PowerPoint presentation but I did this for a Super Saturday training about 3 Saturdays ago, and I was really excited about doing it, but I was overly overwhelmed by the positive response to it. We have everybody fill out a questionnaire, and we want feedback, the good, the bad, the ugly, because that's how we grow our training. And I was really surprised how many people just thought this was so important. So, so the use strategy is share the benefits. Second, with a checklist, ask what benefits they would be looking for. Get them on product as soon as possible. And hold on a second. I think I have I don't have the very first slide. I apologize for this. I want to get to the very first slide here. Here we go. I knew something didn't feel right here, so here we go. ADR reward program. Volume, commission checks, 3,000 plus in GSV. You do it, you get the 3,000, and then you train it. Get products in their mouth, customer distributor. Set up 2016 to be your best year ever. Use your customer stories and use your checkpoints that we were put together as far as a strategy. And if you look at each one of these, it would be anybody's. So the person with the most ADRs wins. And we're going to talk about that. And I want to talk to Nathan Ricks this morning, and he's been my absolute hero in the business. And absolutely, LOIs is the name of the game, getting executives in your group. I believe that at 100%. And so what we're going to do is we're going to show you how to, with the ADRs, to build a rock solid executives, make those LOIs drive right through the business. All right. Automatic delivery rewards. What we know is it's going to be $133 plus $9 for shipping and handling, $142. But what we want to do is focus on the rewards part. And one of the things that we tested, and this is a thing that I found out, that I was just not getting the kind of response I was getting when I went up to people and said, hey, listen, in the future I can get you on a cheaper price than the $146. And as soon as I mentioned auto delivery, I noticed that they were backing off. And I think, why is that? I mean, this is a good deal for me. I have my family on it, my friends on it. So why is this such a bad deal? And then I realized that I was trying to get them on a program before they were even using the product. So to speak, they weren't drinking the Kool-Aid, and that is they weren't on the product, they weren't getting the results yet, or they were just getting on the product. I didn't give them enough time to fall in love with the product, and I'm talking to them about auto delivery. So what I did is I just changed it, and I would say, Eileen, listen, you're on the product. I gave it to you at my price, and I show you, this is what I paid for it, $146, $147 a bottle. But come March, I'm going to be able to actually get you a better price by putting you on the rewards program. Now all of a sudden, I'm getting, well, what's the rewards program? Well, sure. And I started telling them about the rewards. And I'll talk about more of that here in the future in the presentation. But it was magical what happened. And we're working really hard with the company to rebrand it, not change it, but just rebrand it to call it the rewards program versus the automatic delivery rewards. So it's not an auto delivery. So let's talk about the use strategy and the average commission payout. This was pretty interesting, and I got this from the company in about 3 weeks ago, right before I put this presentation together. What they showed is that we'll just look at executive. They have this for gold and lapis, but let's just look at executive, and just to keep it simple. If you see the title is executive, the next column is less than 3,000. So they basically took all the volumes of the executives whose volume was less than 3,000. And they showed that the average check was $215.38. Then they took all the volumes of those executives whose volume was 3,000 plus, and the check was $975 a month, a difference of 353%. And so what I did is I figured that out and figured out that's about $3,800 to $3,900 in volume to get about a $1,000 check. So then I based it off of that, the rest of the story that you're going to get here. This next one here is if you have 23 people, it's you plus 22 on the rewards program with youth, you've got $3,000 in volume. It's done. Look at this. If you have 30, you plus 29, you have 4,000. Your check, forget about any breakaways. Your check is now over $1,000 a month. So I said, this is what we've got to do. What we've got to do is we've got to be able to tell this story. And what we've got to do is help people, not just say it, but if you can do it, then you can train it. And if you can show people that you're able to do it, then what happens, people will follow what you're doing. The next problem that we had was what can we say about the product? And this is in the booklet that we can buy from the company, or you can get it online at no charge. I like the booklet. It's $1 for an 18-page booklet. I'm going to give you the ID number, the SKU number for this right away. It's 01005548. I'm going to repeat this, 01005548. There's a different SKU number for Canada, which you can call the company and get that. I don't want to take any more time on that, but basically, if you look at this brochure on page 12, there are all the things that we can say about this product. And I know Eileen will agree to this. In our quarter of a century with the company, we have never, ever, ever had a product that we can technically, legally say more good things about than this. The company really did their homework. Now, clearly there are things that we shouldn't be saying. I don't want to talk about that. I want to talk about the things that we can say. And since you're going to be able to look at the screen with me, I'm going to go quickly. But there basically are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 categories with these subcategories underneath it. What I like you to do is, while I'm doing this, I just like you to put a check mark on a piece of paper in front of you when I go through these, and I mention something that is either a concern of yours today, or it's a concern that you believe you're going to have and you want to work on in the future. And what I do now, and what we do with this, is when we have a customer or a distributor that we're trying to sell the product, we take this page 12 and we ask them to check off the things that they have concerns with. And then we're then going to review those. So let's look under cellular health. Check off if you have any of these concerns or issues or things that you would like to work on. Reinforces the body's protection and repair mechanism at the cellular level. Helps balance healthy cellular response, disruption of cellular response, and can spark a cascade of other aging effects. Positively modulates systemic cytokine responses. Look up in the dictionary, go to Google, cytokine. It's pretty darn important. Supports cellular DNA protection, repair. Provides cellular antioxidant protection. So just real quick, how many check marks did you already put down? Brain health supports healthy brain structure and function, promotes youthful cognition and memory, promotes sense of well-being and healthy mood. I can't tell you how many people have said they just feel happy. Who's not interested in that? Heart health sustains overall cardiovascular health, promotes blood vessel integrity, elasticity, essential for healthy blood circulation, supports normal blood glucose control, supports healthy blood pressure regulation. I had no idea we could say those things. But the key words are we're saying is sustains, promotes, supports. Metabolic health supports healthy lipid metabolism, supports normal glucose metabolism. Skin health promotes optimal skin barrier function and protection, maintains optimal skin health. Those people who have been on this product for a couple months, one of the common things is that I notice people will come up to me, or your skin looks a lot better. Like, gosh, I've been using skin products for 26 years. But there is a difference being on this product. Bone health boosts bone health and supports bone structure and integrity. Joint health supports healthy joints and promotes healthy joint fluidity. Biggest improvement on this one category alone for me personally. Eye health provides ingredients important for healthy eye composition and protection, promotes eye health and supports healthy vision. Everybody's going to check those two off. And response supports a healthy immune system. And in the training that we had, I started out, had no idea the kind of response that I was going to get. I knew that people would pick 2, 3, 4, 5. So I said, who had 5 or more? Everybody in the audience raised their hand. I said, well, who has 10 or more? Everybody still had their arms raised. I said 15 or more. After I went to 20, people start dropping, and then people said, can I check them all off? So it really is amazing. Use this page 12 to do your work. This is it. And so you just go and you say, Eileen, what I'd like you to do, if you would, check off the things that are a concern and an issue to you. She's going to check off 5, 10 or more. And that becomes your sales vehicle. You don't have to be an expert. You don't have to know the science. You don't have to know the ingredients. If you notice in there, not once did we mention ingredients. No, we did not mention the science. We just talked about the benefits for Eileen. So your strategy is share the benefits with the checklist. Ask what benefits they would be looking for. Get them on the product as soon as possible. Ask them to call you as soon as they are seeing any benefits. And I got this from Jolynn Winterly. And it was magical when I started doing this. Eileen's a friend, a neighbor, let's say, and I say, Eileen, listen, I've got this incredible product. Let me show you the benefits. She checks off 5 or 10. She wants a bottle. She doesn't want 4 or 5 right now because she's my neighbor, let's say. But I'll try one. I want her to buy a 2-month supply, but really what I want to do is get the product in her mouth. Say, okay, fine, I'll get you one. But Eileen, would you do me a big favor? What's that? Eileen, listen, this is brand new. We're just taking it to market. I would love for you, even if it's just one little thing that you notice that's a benefit to you that you checked off, would you do me a favor and call me? Because this is going to help me market the product. I'm such a believer in it. Maureen and I are using the product. We love it, but I want to get some more stories. But also, Eileen, right now until April, there isn't a free sale of this product. There's a limited supply that I have. And if you're getting the results, I want to make sure, positively sure, that I set another bottle aside for you. Otherwise, I'm going to run out. So what I've just done is I've now managed Eileen's expectations. Eileen is already looking at what she wants from the product, not what I got, but what she wants. She's going to do me a favor. She's going to call me, so I'm making her proactive. And then I'm also telling her that the product has a little bit of scarcity to it, so she's going to need to act. So then what happens when she calls me back and said, Buzz, oh my gosh, I've got 2 of these things already checked off, and it's only 2 or 3 weeks into the deal. Okay, great. I'm going to set up product, another bottle for you. Tell me when you want it, but I want to make sure you get it. At that point, I'd like to sell it to her right then, okay, I'm going to set. How many do you want me to set aside for you? Well, now I want some for my husband. Okay, so now you want one plus two. You want three more, two more, whatever the number is. So I'm already now working into my inventory. I'm moving my inventory, and then I asked her the next question because this is 2 to 3 weeks later. I said, Eileen, would you do me a big favor? She already forgot that I asked her to do me a favor the last time because she's calling me because she wants more of the product. She wants to share her benefits. I'm sure you're going to be talking to other people, whether it's a family member, a church, or work member, about this product. Would you do me a big favor? I'm sure, in fact, you mentioned your sister-in-law and the person you work with. I'm going to print off a couple of these benefits. Would you mind taking it to them? And if they'd be interested, I could maybe set some product aside for them. So now I'm making my customer actually start networking for me because she wants to do me a favor. This is how we can explode this thing, folks. This is how we can take it to a whole nother level. So ask them for two folks they would share their story and the marketing material with. Just that one page, nothing else. You're not spending $1 for this. You made a copy of this, and you may have blown it up, whatever. Just make a copy of it and hand that out with your sticker on it. Get more folks using the products, and ultimately, then we're going to move right into the benefits of the customers on rewards program. And this is so critical. So here are the benefits. We may all know this, but we're going to put it in writing here. It's below wholesale. This is what we know, that the retail price is going to be at $180. The wholesale price will be $140, and the rewards program price is $133. So right away they can see they're going to save $7. But Eileen, there's also 20% product credit that comes back. What that means is $26.60 per month is going to come back into your account towards free product. Ultimately, after 5 months, every 5 months, you're going to get a bottle free. So in the first year, you're going to get 2 bottles free, which will take the actual cost, if you average it out, to where now you're only $110.83 per bottle. But the longer you're on the rewards program, the company will even reward you more. That 20% goes to 30%. Look at this, Eileen. Now you're only going to be paying $93.10, less than $100 a bottle. And I love what Ed shared on Friday's call, compared to a latte at Starbucks. I mean, it works out to the 30% at 90, it works out to $3.10 a day. I mean, how many times do we blow more than $3 a day on silly things or things that we probably shouldn't be putting in our bodies? Okay, so folks with the most on rewards wins. No more worrying about your volume or your people in your group at the end of the month. Wouldn't it be wonderful if everybody before the month is over automatically has over $3,000 in volume? They're now participating in the Wealth Maximizer, and that we can show people by getting a few more, getting that $3,800, $3,900, or which is the 30 ADRs. They'll have a check over $1,000. I mean, folks, this will totally 100% change the game. And then what happens? We're going to have people not only LOIing quickly, but all of a sudden their volume is locked in, and as people break away from them, it's no worries. And then that will be duplicated because we taught folks how to get on this youth and how to share the story. And I don't think there's a better way that we can explode our business here and in the future. So I'm going to turn it back over to Eileen here and see if there's any questions.
Buz, thank you so much.
Yes.
This is so incredible. We maxed out on this webinar. So if anyone has a question, you can type into the chat. I don't see any questions right at this very moment, but we'll give just a second here. I'm really excited about this product. Personally, it's just I love it. I absolutely love it, and we have seen already results. My mother-in-law has seen incredible results with her skin. She's had some skin issues, and she really looks amazing. Her doctors, recognizing that she's just doing really well, healthy, and so it's fabulous. So let's see, I'm getting questions. What do you say to someone saying, "How do I know if it'll work?"
Yeah, that's a really good question, and here's what we're doing. One, you will see and feel a difference. You've already checked off what you're looking for, and here's our guarantee. And in 30 days, if you don't feel the difference, you don't think it was worth it, then you get your money back. The company will give us a 30-day money back guarantee on the product. So, we haven't had anybody. Um, Actually, we had one person because for some reason it upset their stomach, and I don't know, never heard that before. But the point is that people will see a difference and feel a difference. Some people it takes 2 days. Some people it takes 2 weeks or more. But most of the people within 2 days to 2 weeks were feeling a difference. But when they learn more about this product and they see all the benefits, they know that a lot of these benefits aren't immediate. Um, this whole deal is preserving our youth. And like Dr. Joe Chang says, once you understand this product, you will never want to go a day without it. And we know this from our previous experience when we originally, Eileen and the other team elites like us we were able to get 5 or 6 people on the product. When they started running out, they were counting capsules because they were freaking out. They didn't want to run without the product. So we know that people using this product, it works.
Absolutely. Buzz, are you still there?
Yeah, I got a guy with a chainsaw outside my
Oh,
window, so I had to turn it off.
okay. The bushes still need to get cut. Anyway, well,
Yeah.
I we have seen the Buzz that I do think that we should recommend to people to take it with food. And maybe people with sensitivity with their stomach. I don't. I mean, I can take any vitamins without food, it doesn't affect me. But I think we should recommend to take it with food. But let's see, there's another question here that says, what's the best, oh, this is a good one for you. What's the best buzzwords to capture people's attention?
I just think it's youth. I think it's youth preservation, and if you do that, I think magic happens. And then pull out that page 12.
I love it. Just the name is brilliant. Honestly, whoever got that name and was able to trademark that name should get a bonus from our company. Love the name. It does. It just causes a reaction, and people want to know about it. The thing that I find when I talk about it is I just say there's nothing like it. There's never been anything like it, and you can't compare it to anything that's out there. And so people are interested in youth preservation. They're interested in what this product has to offer. And certainly, if you open up that brochure, which I love that brochure, it's absolutely spectacular. And also, I love that the company gave that to us. That really helps explain it all. So, with that, I seem to have lost my controls here. So, I'm going to go ahead and end this. And thanks so much, Buzz. Appreciate your time. We did record this, so hopefully we can have a recording for everyone. And with that, everyone have a great day.
Bye bye. Thank you.